I have just fired my first customer. You're fired. Oh man, I keep thinking of The Apprentice. I love that show. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. I'm going to tell you why I've just sacked my very first customer. So guys, the reason why I'm doing this video now is because I've just come to B&Q. I needed to pick up some like thick gloves. You know, when you're pruning roses, the amount of thorns I've got in my hands is just ridiculous. So I've come to B&Q and I've just received payment. A payment that I've been chasing for nearly 3 weeks. Okay? So this is why I've just sacked my customer. First of all, I want to say welcome back. I'm sorry I've not uploaded for a week, but I've just had a lovely holiday down Cornwall and now I'm back. And while I was on holiday, you start thinking, don't you? You start pondering, you know, over the past few months about work. And there was one customer that still owed me money. And I kept thinking about this and it was bugging me. Because I don't know about you, but if we have our windows cleaned or the bin cleaned or any kind of work you have in the house, I always pay the tradesperson that day. I pay them on time, always, because I'm a tradesperson myself and I hate chasing money. I don't think we should be chasing money at all. This is a real bugbear of mine. If you walk into Tesco, you can't pick up a loaf of bread and walk out and say, I'll pay you in 30 days' time. It's ludicrous. It's crazy. You don't go to the garage and fill your van full of fuel and say, I'm going to pay you when I feel like it. It doesn't happen, does it, guys? So why do we have to wait for money? It really gets my goat, okay? So I'm going to start from the beginning. Up until now, I've had some great customers. I've had no problem with payment. Even commercial customers like my care homes that I look after pay me on time. So Mrs. Smith down the road, that isn't the real name, by the way. Mrs. Smith down the road can't send me £60 for a fortnight's visit. I haven't got the tolerance for it, okay? So first off, this isn't a slagging match. I'm not going to slag the customer off. I'm just learning a lesson and I want to share this with you guys, okay? Because I did say I'm going to show you the rough and the smooth. And this is just a problem with self-employment. You are constantly, well, you shouldn't be, but you are always thinking about who owes me money. Who do I need to invoice? And from day one, I started using an accounting software. I completely forgot, who do I use now? I'll tell you exactly who I use because now it's bugging me. QuickBooks, there you go. I use QuickBooks. So most of the customers, I can write the invoice there and then and send it off to them. And they click a link and they pay. Dead easy. I thought this will eliminate a lot of problems, and it does. So when I started, I took on this customer and I'm not going to slag them off, like I said. They seem really nice. There's no issues, no problems. The first visit I did, they weren't there. They didn't pay. I sent the invoice and they said, oh, the link's not working. I can't pay you. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, I'll always give the benefit of the doubt. There wasn't a problem because no other customer has said they've had a problem. So other customers, even commercial customers where they've got account teams and proper offices, no one said there's been a problem. Okay, so I didn't say this to them. I just let it go. I says, okay, that's fine. Just pay me by bank transfer or whatever. I waited a week. Still no payment. So 2 weeks had gone by. I was due to go again. I thought, I'll still go. So at this point, they now owe me 2 visits. So it's £120. And the customer was there. And they goes, oh, so sorry I didn't pay you, but here's the cash. I said, great. Problem solved. They've paid. So another visit goes by and the same thing happens again. They don't pay and they're late in payment. And then they say, oh, I can't use the link, whatever, but I'll use another computer I'll pay because my mom needs to pay, etc., etc., and I will send it through their bank. I'm like, okay. Again, I'm chasing it for a week, and then she finally pays through a bank transfer. So don't get me wrong, I am a bit of a technophobe. I'm not the sharpest tool in the box, but I know I can go on my phone, I can pay anybody instantly, okay? So when the window cleaner comes, I send him the money straight away. He's paid. If I want transfer a friend money, a business money, I've just bought a van, I can transfer a large amount of money instantly. So this is what bugs me. When people say, oh, yeah, I'll do it when I get round to it, or I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it later when I've just sat down with a glass of wine. I'm like, it's no excuse. It's no excuse. And what's annoying is this customer who came to me because a previous gardener let her down. And now it's all fallen into place. I'm thinking, maybe they let you down because you didn't pay on time. Maybe. Just a shot in the dark. Okay? So anyway, this brings us back to present day. So 2 weeks ago, I did a visit, sent the invoice as normal, the price is the same, nothing's changed, didn't pay. Oh, and I sent a reminder. This is what bugs me. Sent a reminder. Oh, sorry, Nathan. Yeah, when I get to my mum's, I'll pay you tomorrow. I'll set a note in my calendar to remind me. And I go, okay, fine. And at this point, I'm getting annoyed. Okay. So I go on holiday. I'm thinking, they still haven't paid me. So nothing happened. So today, I just thought, you know what? I've had enough of this. Two and a half weeks have passed because I was supposed to do their visit while I was away. So 2.5 visits have passed. Still haven't paid me. So what bugged me, I've just turned up to go B&Q and I sent a message 10 minutes ago. I said, listen, it was very amicable. I just said, listen, unfortunately, I'm going to have to part ways. I'm not going to be able to offer my services to you anymore. I'm chasing more payments than you are paying on time. And my business cannot run like that. I need payment straight away. The services that you've required have been done. You're happy. You've said you're happy and you're not paying me. And I can't keep chasing payment. Within 5 minutes of that text message, they paid me. Deep breath. Deep breath. It bugs me because I know you can pay me. You paid. I've just told you I'm not coming again and you've paid me instantly. Why couldn't you have done that 2 weeks ago when I asked you for the second time? So that, guys, is just a lesson, okay? I am quite a tolerant person. My fuse is this long, okay? I always give people the benefit of the doubt. If anything, I'm too trusting. I take people at their word. Because I'm like that, I always pay on time and I don't like owing anybody any money, especially for work they've done and they're self-employed. So that's my rant, okay? Because it is annoying as self-employed tradespeople, doesn't matter if you're a gardener, a plumber, electrician, builder, whatever, chasing money is a bugbear. And when you're trying to run a business, my van payment, my insurance, they don't wait around till I've got money. They take the money out of my account. I set up a direct debit and they take the money out of my account. Yeah, so how is it any different? We provide a service. We should be paid. It baffles me. So there you go, guys. I have just sacked my first customer. And I want to know exactly how you guys tolerate this. Are you stricter than me? Do they kind of like miss one payment and they're gone? What do you do? Or do you give them the benefit of the doubt? Do you leave them a bit and have a conversation? Do you talk through it? How do you work it? Because I'm really interested. This is a big problem for people not getting paid on time. Bigger companies can go bust. Smaller companies can go bust. This is a real problem. So I'd love to hear how you guys tolerate late payments and customers just dragging the feet when they're happy with the service. Let me know in the comments, guys. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Now I'm back off holiday. I'll be giving content again, a bit more regular. So follow along on the journey, guys. and I'll see you soon.